Christian Whiton, former State Department senior advisor who has dealt with these issues in the past. Christian, they have continually beheaded the hostages. What is their goal besides publicity, recruitment, and why not carry through with that swap with the convicted terrorists that they wanted in Jordan?
Right. Well, I think their tactic is it's a bit of their own shock and awe. Their mission and their goal is just to terrify those who oppose them. I think they are making a bet that they can deter other nations from joining the fight against them. It may actually have the opposite effect. It'll be interesting to see how average Japanese react to this. It may actually strengthen Prime Minister Abe's hand in having a more muscular brand of diplomacy, a more muscular military that operates farther away from Japan. But ISIS, by and large, has been doing pretty well, has been getting away with this. We're 5 months plus into a military operation. They're actually gaining ground in Syria, and they went on the offensive in Iraq just last week.
Well, there was a string, just the past couple of days, a string of attacks in Iraq, including car bombs, suicide bombs, and the like. But the president in the State of the Union, he said that we're making progress against ISIS. Is that right?
It's wrong. There have been minor victories. For instance, the siege of Kobane was lifted. Kobane, in many ways, it's sort of reminiscent of the siege of Khe Sanh in Vietnam War, where the U.S. technically won, but it really wasn't a significant base or victory. While this was going on, while the attention was on this small city on the Turkish border, in fact, ISIS went on the offensive in Kirkuk, attacking a new Kurdish city. They still hold Mosul. That's their de facto capital. And as the Institute for the Study of War has reported, they're actually gaining more and more ground in Syria while the attention is elsewhere. So really what the president said is frankly pretty misleading or Pollyannish. And
what is astounding is that 75%, we're told, of the airstrikes that have been carried out by the coalition were just at Kobani, let alone the rest of the area. Finally, Christian, they have a group of hostages now, we believe, including an American woman. And as far as we know, they haven't taken any more Western hostages recently. What is the threat? What could they do, and what could come next?
It's very, it's very sad. I think the prospects of any hostage are not very good, and it's very difficult to rescue these people. The ISIS has gotten very good at moving them around, at not disclosing their location, etc. I think it's mainly a chance for the free world to step back and look at all of these threats across the Middle East, look at the fact the situation is not getting better, have a candid discussion about what animates all of these threats, which is radical Islam, and the fact that we have leaders who are unable to do that. So when you have just grotesque events like this, shocking news, I think we should just take it as an opportunity to try and adjust a strategy that clearly isn't working against ISIS or these other threats in the Middle East.
And it's happening in Egypt, in Yemen, in Mali, of course, in other areas in Africa and Nigeria, and so sadly also we have felt it here at home. Christian Whiton, formerly of the State